this lesson, I'm going to be covering the Icebreaker project. So I'm going to cover what I need to do to start it, and then how to prepare for it. Then what do I need to do afterwards once I've completed giving it in my Toastmaster club. So I'm going to log in first to Basecamp. And at this point, I've already chosen my path. Whatever your path is, it may or may be different from mine. So mine is the presentation mastery. So I'm going to open the curriculum. And here, this is my very first project in Basecamp. So I'm going to launch the Icebreaker here. Now that launches this window here, and depending on how it shows up, I might need to resize the window. Now I can then begin by clicking on this begin button. And here this shows me the navigation, so it's pretty much this to go forward and this to go back. So I'm just going to go through the project by clicking the forward button each time and reading through this. Over here in the assignments section, there's a project checklist. So if I open that, it shows me what I need to do to get this project done. So the purpose of the project, the overview, I'm going to be giving a 4 to 6 minute speech. And here, this is what I need to do next. I need to schedule my speech with my Vice President of Education. I need to write it, rehearse it, and then after I've completed it, I need to self-assess again later on. So that's what I need to be doing for this project. So I'll just proceed. This is the assessment. All projects in Basecamp have an assessment, so something I need to do before the project. And it'll just be asking me a series of questions and rating myself on a scale of 1 to 5. So let's see. Yeah. Make sure you click on the buttons here, not this one. This is to move to the next question. Click submit. All right, I've submitted my response. After I complete the entire project, I'll need to do this again to see how much I've improved after doing the project. All right, forward arrow to continue. Now reading more about the project competencies. All right, I'm going to be watching a video here.
Every Toastmaster begins their journey. Talk with experienced members you enjoy listening to and ask them to share their icebreaker tips.
Very educational video. Good tips on doing the icebreaker. Well worth watching. Here's my goals, and I can download again the icebreaker's speech outline. And here I can fill it up online. My icebreaker. It's very important though that if I fill this up here, that I need to save it, because if I don't save it, then I'm going to lose everything I made here, that I wrote here. In fact, it's always best to, before you even start typing, to always save it. And then open it up, not in the browser, but open with your PDF document reader. And now you can start filling this up. And it's a good outline. Fill it up to help you write down and keep in mind what you have to remember, what you're going to talk about. And then save. That way it's going to be saved. Never try to write it down here, because if you write it down here, it's not going to be saved. So always you have to save it first on your laptop and then open it up on your desktop. So we save it first, as I did a while ago, and then open it with your system viewer, your Adobe PDF reader, and that's where you can then fill it up. All right. Organizing the speech. Look at this. More tips here. Rehearsing, recording. Okay, read some more. Evaluation. And now a project checklist. I think this is similar to what I already downloaded a while ago. What to do, so I won't do that anymore. And evaluation. Here you go. So these are what each number means. And if I click on the evaluation resource here, this is the evaluation form I need to give to my evaluator. So whoever's going to do it, I need to print this out, send them a copy. Either I print it out and give it to them during the meeting itself, or I can email it to them. Either way. Or depending on the club, maybe it's the evaluator's responsibility to do this, or the Toastmaster. So it really depends on your club. But just to be safe, I think it's always good that the speaker takes the first step and saves it and gives it to the evaluator. Now going back. For those who don't like doing the online version, you want to have something in your hands to hold, go to print my project here. That's under the evaluation section. And here you can print out the entire manual for the Icebreaker project. It's around 23 pages. One whole book for the Icebreaker project. Okay, and after this is my skills afterwards. So I'll be going to this after I give my speech. So at this point, I'm just going to stop here and do everything in my checklist. So I'm going to call now my Vice President of Education, tell them I want to give my Icebreaker speech. Now I'm going to write my speech, and using this outline, I'm going to use it to write down all my points for my speech. I'm going to memorize it, or I can have some cards, some small index cards, so that I can just write down my points and then refer to them while I give my speech. And then after performing my speech in my club and getting evaluated by my evaluator on this form, I'm going to come back here and then complete the next step in the project.